Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are jumping into all of the current reveals, teasers, and spoilers from the May 2023 Ipsy ICON Box. I have a whole bunch of details on that, and there have been some confusion about the new Ipsy tiers since the Boxycharm merged, so we're going to talk about some of that as well. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching, and don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day. That'll be the best way to stay up to date and all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into the Anastasia Beverly Hills takeover, Ipsy ICON Box, stay tuned. All right, jumping right in, for those of you who are a little confused about what the Icon Box is, this is sort of the Ipsy X box merged with the Boxyluxe box. So it's still once a quarter. It is May, August, November, and February. And we're going to get 4 boxes a year, 1 per quarter, and they're all going to be taken over by somebody in the beauty industry. This is Anastasia of Anastasia Beverly Hills, so there's a ton of Anastasia products in said box. Now, this is still going to be that, $60-ish price point, depending on taxes, fees, where you live. I believe in Canada, there's also a shipping fee that you will also have to deal with, but around $60, and it claims to be $350+ worth of product and about 8 items. So we're going to go through the products that we already know are coming. First, from Anastasia Beverly Hills, retailing for $55, this is the Primrose Palette. Now, this is an eye and cheek palette. It has a highlighter, a terracotta blush, and clearly, 10 eyeshadows. I actually love this palette. I remember shooting it when it first launched, and it is a very pretty palette. The colors and tones almost remind me of like a modern Renaissance 2.0. That being said, I did not reach for it a ton when I had it, so I did actually downsize it when I moved from Florida to Colorado, and now that I'm in Chicago, I didn't get everything I downsized back. So I don't currently own this. It's something I do enjoy and did enjoy creating with. However, I will say that if you have the Modern Renaissance, you really don't need this palette as well. Next is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. Now, I am a more fan of the Brow Wiz, which is a very thin, like, pencil or pen tip. The Brow Wiz is the one that has that triangular tip to it. Comes in all of the same shades, so there's going to be a ton there. But I feel like brows are one of those products where if you don't get exactly the right shade, it's going to look weird. So typically I don't love getting brow products, especially because in most of the boxes, they'll send you something called like universal taupe, and it really doesn't work for everybody. It works for like, maybe 50% of people, but not everyone. That being said, the Brow Definer is a great product if, you're looking to do, less of those hair-like strokes. Like, you can do it by turning the pencil, on its side, but as far as like getting that actual shape, a smaller pencil gives you more of that hair-like stroke precision. I like the Brow Definer more for people who, like me, have brows and really just want something you can quickly use to fill in. Valued at $35, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer. Now, I have used this before, and I will say I can't personally use them because they lean very, very warm. The colors are way too yellowy on my complexion. Really, like, it's a beautiful formula, but if you do not have, like, a cool tone, if you have a cool tone complexion, it probably will not work for you. If you are warm, you are olive, you are golden, you have any of those other undertones, you could probably find a shade for yourself. But if you're super cool, super pink like I am, probably not going to work. And the last Anastasia product, this is going to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer, retailing for $29. Now, I did have this in the past, and I do like the formula. Super creamy, comes in a ton of shades. Unlike most of the other complexion products from Anastasia Beverly Hills, this one actually does have some cooler undertones available. So despite the fact that there were several products in their line, the foundation, the cream bronzers, that I couldn't use, I had no issues with the concealer. Super creamy, very full coverage. Nowadays, I like something that's a little bit more of like a lightweight, radiant finish that's a little more buildable. I've been loving the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Concealer personally, but this is a nice one. It's more on the same scope of like your Tarte Shape Tapes, more full coverage, more matte. The next item is from MAC Cosmetics. It is the Magic Extension Mascara, retailing for $26. Now, this is one of the few MAC mascaras that I have not used. I haven't had a great deal of success with MAC mascaras, the Lash Stack one being the only one that I did really like. The rest of them I wasn't a huge fan of, so I do like that it has more of a long, thin wand, so it's going to be easier to get really close to your lashes. but for me, I like a much smaller wand and something that I could really just throw right on. This strikes me as the type that's going to need a little bit more finesse. Next, from Too Faced Cosmetics, this is the Killer Liner. It is an eyeliner, retailing at $23. Too Faced is one of those brands that is either super slept on and nobody cares because they're not relevant anymore, or you remember 2016, you love them, you use them every day. There's really not a lot in between where there are people who just casually use a product or two. It's either something you use a lot or you don't use much at all. I'll be honest, there was a time where I used a ton of Too Faced products. Nowadays, I think I have one or two that I still, pull out of my collection periodically. The liners were just not it for me. I think they're not as creamy as I would like. They do go on well, but they do take a little bit of warming up on the back of your hand. That being said, if you have limited eyeliners in your collection, could be a great way to boost your liners. However, the Urban Decay is much creamier. The Beauty For Real one is much creamier. Both of those come in so many more shades. Next, retailing at $105. This is from JLo Beauty, and this is the That JLo Glow Serum with Olive Complex. I've actually been raving about this product for months. I think I featured it in my favorites video last month. I'm a huge fan. I don't think that I can say that it is a skincare, change your face, holy grail, this saved my skin kind of product. But it is super glowy, super radiant, super hydrating, leaves the skin nice and bouncy. I treat it more as like a daytime primer step than I do these serums are going to be things that you are regularly using to treat something. There are some great ingredients in there, but I think of it more as like a pre-foundation hydrating step than I do a true skincare serum. But that being said, I love a good primer, and it definitely does what it says it does. Next, this is actually a product that I'm not a huge fan of, but it's not bad. It's the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lipstick, retailing for $24. This is a plumping lip gloss. I do find that these lip products are a little bit more on the balm side than a gloss side. They are fairly juicy, but I find that radiance and that glow does tend to dissipate after a couple minutes or maybe an hour, so you will be doing quite a bit of reapplying. I didn't find them to be anything overly plumping. I think if you're back to the Too Faced, if you want a lip plumper, the lip injection from Too Faced is going to be much stronger. But, Maracuja is a very hydrating ingredient, and having that in the formula does keep your lips a little more hydrated, despite the fact that you're going to have to reapply to get that juicy, plumpy look. Next, from Laneige, this is the Waterbank Blue Hyaluronic Eye Cream. Now, this is actually the first product that I have not been familiar with. It retails for $43. Laneige is Korean beauty. It does have great lip products. I love the lip mask. I've been using it on and off for literally 10 years. It is such a good brand. However, I have not personally tried the eye cream. Hyaluronic acid is a great ingredient that does boost hydration in the eye area. It actually is in most moisturizers and serums on the market. I'm usually pretty hesitant to go after a product that is strictly hyaluronic acid, because to me, why aren't you also putting peptides in? Why can't you also add in bakuchiol or retinol or any other vitamin C, turmeric, lighten, brighten, tighten, all these other ingredients? Hyaluronic acid just causes the skin to hold on to more moisture, which is a great thing to have in your routine, but I always feel like hyaluronic acid needs a little bit more. It's not enough on its own. Next, from Aveda, we have the Smooth Infusion Perfect Blow Dry at $37. This is not something I'm excited about. There's been a couple products here and there from Aveda that I've liked, but I personally do not blow dry my hair or even blow it out often. I am told I need to start doing it. I usually just throw some mousse in it and let it dry. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen from the last time I got my hair colored, and I was, getting the highlights washed out, and Lupe asked, can we blow it out just to see what the color looks like after it's been dried? I said, of course, and I had, major, 1980s prep villain vibes, Daddy owns a golf course and I'm an asshole kind of vibe. Everybody said how good it looked. I don't know if I agree. Let me know what you think. Should I start blowing out my hair? If I'm gonna start, I'll need a product like this. Next up, valuing at $40, this is the Earth Harbor Glow Enzyme Refining Mask. It's called Glow Juice. I have used so many Earth Harbor products. This is one that I don't remember using. I have liked a lot of them. They have a mermaid serum or mermaid skin, super balmy, super hydrating. I've gotten tons of these between like subscription boxes here and there. The Kinder Beauty box used to send this product because it is a very clean line, super hydrating, super dewy. So this is something I'd be interested in trying. And the next product is from Ren Skincare. This is the Glow and Protect Serum. It is a hydrating serum. It does not say SPF anywhere, so I'm not sure if the protection is more of like a skin barrier protection. It does retail at $69, so it is one of those more pricey items. I have yet to find a product from Ren Skincare that I've absolutely loved. There was a calming redness serum that I did enjoy, but I feel like after a couple weeks, I just moved on to something else. Not that it's something that was bad, it just didn't really, do enough to stay in my routine, if that makes sense. So I would have to be really wowed by this to be like, oh my God, it's amazing. Not really a brand that excites me currently. And the last item is from Skin Inc. It is the Body Sculpt Fit Serum, retailing for $65. JLo Beauty actually sent me their body sculpting serum, and up until I got that one in PR, I hadn't really seen a ton of sculpting serums on the market. It's just not something that I've noticed a lot of. So really excited at the idea that, we're going to start talking about body care in the same way we talk about skincare for the face. Like SPF has always been important. We've always said, put on your sunscreen on the whole body. You need it, even if you're not going outside. These windows let in tons of UVA and UVB. So you really need to be making sure that you're protected, even inside the house. So that being said, I actually got a PR last week. I haven't even tried it yet. This is from Necessaire. It is a 10% AHA retinol for the body. I haven't even tried it yet, but the fact that these brands are starting to launch these like body-focused skincare, the anti-aging benefits do not stop once you hit your neck. And, they say that the biggest signs of aging are chest and hands. These are where, we are able to see our years fastest. So a good hand cream and body serums on the market, I think that's a really cool move in the industry. So these are the current spoilers we have and the current picks. I honestly think that it's probably a 50-50 between things I'm excited for, things I'm not. I think that it's going to be a decent box. This is the first Icon box, which means they kind of have to hit it hard now or no one's going to want to sign up for it at all. We've got all of these Ipsy X and all of these Boxyluxe subscribers who are hoping to be wowed with the first Icon box, myself included. So I'm really excited to see what Ipsy comes out with. As always, let me know your thoughts down below. I would love to hear your thoughts on all of these products. What do you think about the merger? What do you think about the products that are coming? Let me know, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.